Yeah, all very good points there. And where we see the rainfall warning, well, of course, the North Shore Mountains, the coastal mountains, this is where you really want to stay on track. You don't want to go into the backcountry because when we look at the avalanche risk, well, they are high now, and I know considerable as well. That even puts us into concern. So you do have to watch out with all of this moisture heading into BC, the warmer temperatures, especially on the coast. Avalanches are a risk. Now, I want to take you into the system. This is the system as it plays out. This is a Pineapple Express moving through. The snow and the rain will be consistent throughout the whole day today, not seeing much of a break here. And this is going to be the same story Friday in through Saturday along the coast. We also have snowfall warnings in place in Edmonton. And now, Storm Watch. Well, the East Coast, you have been having such a hard time with winter, haven't you? Some of you, I know, taking it in stride, maybe even loving it, but the system after system, snow has been incredible in places like Moncton, where they're calling it snow walls now. It's up to here when you travel on your sidewalks. It's just incredible. So as this new system comes through right now, here's a look at some of the warnings. Rainfall, snowfall, extreme cold, winter storm, a whole slew of them here. And this is a live look at the radar right now. So see where we're seeing the greens here? Just at the end, a little blip of pink should come through. And this is the transition. It's called wait a minute weather here. You're seeing the rain, and quickly this is going to be changing into some of that snow as some of the coldest air in the country is coming into your region. So the rain, it's not going to last. That's all going to turn into snow. This is what the system's going to look like in through this evening. That cold front continues to move through now in towards Newfoundland. Maritimes, you are seeing a cleanup. Finally, this system, though, it's really going to put some snow on the ground. Places like Charlottetown, you could see an additional 20 centimeters, where I know this is not what you need. Jumping into that icy water, going for a surf. I guess the wind gusts were good enough to do that. Some pretty brave guys there, truly winter warriors, I'll say. Now, focusing in on Ontario, clear day today. Same thing goes for tomorrow. Some light snow squalls, but a big system. And for the weekend, 20 centimeters of snow. They're all starting to move in today, and some very frigid air, some of the coldest air in the country. It's about to hit you out in the Atlantic. Rachel Schoutsen here with you today, and thanks for joining us as we do this storm watch coverage again and again. It seems like it, doesn't it? Just continuous storms out on the coast, and unfortunately, this is what we're looking at. Snowfall warnings, extreme cold, winter storm, and rainfall. Now, the rainfall is going to be short-lived. When you see the rain, this is going to transition over into the snow. So that's why places like Charlottetown, where, yeah, I know you'll see the rain, but you're going to transition into snow, and this is why you could still see around 20 centimeters of snow. Thank goodness, Moncton, you're on the lower end for this one, more around 5 to 15, because you do not need any more snow, now do you? As this system moves now into Newfoundland, a low western edge, this is where 50 plus centimeters of snow is possible. Travel is literally going to be impossible through here. And as we look at some winds, if you take gander south through the peninsulas here, this is where wind gusts sustained to around 100 kilometers an hour in some places will be lasting for quite a long period of time. So damaging winds are going to be a concern. That will move out on Friday. But then we're watching for this in Ontario, a new clipper to move through Saturday in through Sunday. And this is where we could be seeing some pretty big snowfall totals, around 20 centimeters of snow possible. And now, here's the Long Ranger. Thanks for checking in with us. Our Storm Watch coverage continues here, and look at our developing stories. Wait a minute, weather in the east. We'll tell you what that means coming up. 2 bouts of snow for Edmonton, and also looking into Ontario as the Clippers move in. Rachel Schoutsen here with you alongside Cheryl Plouffe, and what a bunch of winter.
Well, this is the kind of weather in the east where you just wait a minute and things change. And it's going to change because see in purple here, all this real cold air. So numerous warnings in place across the east. Let's not forget that Newfoundland is also going to be feeling the brunt of this low.
Yeah, absolutely. And when we talk about Newfoundland, the wind is going to be intense. We could be seeing extended periods of gusts up to 100 kilometers an hour. So damaging winds, not out of the question. And when we talk about the changes in the precipitation here, much of Nova Scotia earlier today would have been seeing, well, some of the rain quickly transitioning into the freezing now through the snow.
And Newfoundland, snowfall. Now, the western portions, 60 centimeters plus. We have warm enough temperatures to see, well, it's cold rain, but it's rain. And then we will see some very strong winds developing. That's the story in the east, but across the west, we also have some active weather. Here's Deb from Edmonton.
Yeah, Deb, great idea. And when we talk about the snowfall warnings in Edmonton, it of course is all because of the moisture, the Pineapple Express. Thank you, Jim Middleton, for sending in that one. And as we look ahead, this is the next Clipper system coming into Ontario, and this looks to be for the Greater Toronto Area, possibly 25 centimeters.
Yeah, where there will be some enhancement with easterly winds on Lake Ontario. Hamilton and even Niagara Falls could be exceeding 25 centimeters by next week.
Yeah, all very good points there. With this Pineapple Express, we are seeing a very fragile snowpack. So traveling into the backcountry, it is not recommended. And even traveling in general, it's going to be hard along the sea to sky, along Highway 1, as the snow is just going to continue on today, tomorrow, and in through Saturday. When we talk about the continuous rain, that's going to be for the south coast. This is where we're looking at some pretty big numbers. 120 millimeters is possible. Places like the North Shore Mountains and Howe Sound through Metro Vancouver, looking at lesser amounts, but still a lot, 60 to 90 millimeters of rain. As we travel in through the interior, 25 to 50 centimeters. This actually could be more, pushing 60 through some places, especially much far to the north here, up towards Terrace. 60 centimeters of snow, not out of the question. And this moisture, yeah, it's spilling over the Rockies, and it's creating a clipper in through Edmonton. Edmonton in a snowfall warning. 15 centimeters of snow, 25, not out of the question, and this will continue to move through Saskatchewan and Manitoba. Now let me take you into Edmonton. Here's Deb from earlier today. Yeah, good advice there, Deb. And this clipper, it's not just stopping in Edmonton. It's going to continue on through Saskatchewan and Manitoba, and it's going to be cold. Minus 23, minus 27 with the wind chill. Now let me turn things over to our storm watch coverage. Look what's happening out in the east. Winter storm warnings, rainfall, snowfall, extreme cold, quite a mix of this. And this is how it's going to look in through this evening. It will continue to move through the Maritimes, now into Newfoundland. Extreme wind gusts in Newfoundland as well. Big snowfall totals. We're breaking down all of this throughout the hour. Now, where it's also cold, that's out in Ontario. Here's Kasia from earlier today. It is. It's National Weather Presenter Day. Thanks very much for that, Kasia. And yeah, it is cold, so I want to give you a little sneak peek into the weekend. And no, this is not going to warm you up, because things are still going to stay cold, and periods of snow Saturday morning with a bigger system moving through Saturday evening and in through Sunday. This is where the Greater Toronto Area could see up to 25 centimeters of snow with the lake enhancement. Well, there's nothing warm about this forecast here. It is freezing right across the country. The wind chills are extreme. Minus 43 in Iqaluit. Yeah, that's a cold one. Minus 22 in Winnipeg. Minus 25 in Edmonton. So minus 20 generally across the board. How about we go plus 20? That's what you can find in the Bahamas. In Freeport, in Nassau, it's a gorgeous day tomorrow. Start planning that vacation.